Hey everybody, what's going on? I'd give you a happy new year, but it's already February, so it seems pretty late on that. But it's good to be back doing a thing for the YouTube thing. And today we've got this kit, the Alliance Sovereign Class from Federation Models. I was always curious about this as to how's it better than the old AMT kit. And we've got one here, albeit with the Sovereign, or not Sovereign, Nemesis conversion kit on it. But we'll get into that a bit later. But let's pop it open. Okay, here's everything that comes in the box, minus peanuts. This is the most exciting part. This clear rod. There you go. Not really, but you can see we've got 2 pylons, 2 nacelles, 1 secondary hull, and a top saucer. That's one piece, a little base, instructions, and decals. We'll get those guys here at the end. Let's start with the base. Also, the other most exciting part of the whole. That's really what I wanted, was this base and rod. More than anything else. But aside from those are really exciting parts. Let's start with the pylons, just for a simpler, smaller one. And you can see they have the nice curve to them, which I guess works. I guess probably would be more interesting if I had the original pylons here, not the Nemesis ones, but definitely a lot improved over the AMT ones, I would say, with the curve and everything, and the angle on it. Now, this was made in 2002, but I'm pretty sure it's based on the either First Contact or Insurrection version. It doesn't have all the Nemesis detailing, like the phasers and the extra torpedoes, and the kind of curved neck that we see here, or where it's like a uni neck and there's not like a separation in between it. But overall, not too bad. Nice key system where it slots in there. The only thing, and I feel like this is kind of before people started doing this, but it doesn't have, there's no like rod or anything like piano wire or whatever cast in there. So these nacelles are moderately heavy. So I don't know, over time we'd probably have to look up examples. I haven't seen too many examples of this thing built, but I wonder if it's probably going to get droop. Hopefully not, but I could definitely see that as a possibility. But overall they look really good. So we'll check, or I guess here's the other one. Take a look at that. A little bit of flash, extra debris there. This is nice too. The connection point to the nacelle is looking pretty good there. And next we got our nacelles, and these look really good. Nice flux chiller detail. Overall, not terrible. I wonder if these are newer molds. The engines and the pylons here, maybe this guy, but the saucer definitely looks a little bit. A little older, but we'll get to that in a bit. But really nice detailing from everything I can see, and they fit on there perfectly, just a like of that. So really nice. I guess here's the other nacelle. A little bit of kind of a big chunk there to remove. That one's mostly gone there, so a little bit of work there, but not too bad. At least there's no like detail in the area, so that's good. Like the shape of the Bassard up here, nice and sharp. A little bit of mold over whatever overhang. I don't know, I always call it a shelf when it sticks out like that. A little bit of that, but I think with some cleanup, it'll look decent, pretty good. And then we've got our secondary hull. This is nice and flat, so we got nice glue surface to this guy. Should fit on there pretty well. So it's definitely hand-scribed details, but overall it looks really good, I think. The captain's yacht area looks nice. Deflector area looks good. We do have a little bit of a bubble there, as you can see. Torpedoes, pylon trenches there look really nice. Nice back detail here. Nice ribbed shuttle bay detailing. So looks pretty good to me. And then finally we've got our saucer section. Now it's a little textured, so I don't know if that's from just kind of old mold, because everything else seems to be pretty smooth, but this has a little bit of a rough texture to it on the top here at least. So and especially kind of on the edge here, you can see that. So the saucer might need a little bit more cleanup than the rest of it, but I mean, overall, definitely workable. Got some nice detail there for the impulse grills. You can kind of see that. We even have the little window detail in the shuttle bay observation lounge. Boy, I hope this is in focus. And let's take a look at the bottom. Overall, not bad. We got a raised escape pod detailing, which is definitely something different from the AMT kit, which could be good or bad depending on the decals. Hopefully it's a good thing. But overall, and the nice detail here for the whatever strong back area of the saucer, whatever you want to call that. But overall, a little nub there. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. So hopefully that's a decent look at the parts, because like I said, I was always curious, why does this exist? Why would I spend $90 on a thing you could get for $30? And that's a good question. Also, I mean, considering the time it was made now with all the 3D printing and everything, it's kind of irrelevant, or maybe not irrelevant, but not as key if you're looking for a really nice Sovereign class with a lot of detail and everything, as a little more accurate as it used to be, especially with larger kits out there like a 1000, or I think there's a 650 and a 350 coming at some point from somebody, but or I guess if you have a printer or know somebody with a printer, you could print it at whatever size you want. There's a really cool one on Thingiverse that is like a 4-foot one, which of course you could scale, but it's in a bunch of different pieces. So there's been a couple build-ups of that out there. But overall, for the time, I would say pretty cool kit. A lot sharper detail than this guy. Let's see if we can get some comparisons in here. Like I said, unfortunately, it is the StarCraft Sovereign, or why do I keep calling it Sovereign? Nemesis. It's Nemesis. That's what they're doing here. Nemesis conversion kit, which, not unfortunately, that's a great kit. I would also recommend that, definitely. You get the accurate Nemesis neck piece. You get the pylons, which look great. They're in 2 parts, so if you wanted to run some wires here, this back piece is its own thing. You can run the wires you need to. It's got the phaser strips, you got the torpedoes. Got ahead of myself and forgot to install the one that goes in the back there, which is up here on my desk somewhere. But I'll come up with something. We'll get it in there somehow. But also has a new deflector trench, which I have in a box, so which looks really nice. But here, let's emergency saucer sip. Maybe. But I don't know, I always thought that the AMT one was a little soft, kind of rounded at the edges and corners. This one's pretty sharp. Like I said, this might be an old mold, so if they do a new one, I bet it will be pretty crisp. Hopefully that kind of conveys everything there. But, I mean, if you're looking at pros and cons, obviously one big con is it's one big, all this is pretty solid. You'd have to be, frankly, deranged to hollow this out. I don't even think... Knowing Japanese modelers, somebody will do it because they just do that and they make fantastic things. How is this lightable? They make this guy lightable. It has hundreds of lights in it. It's ridiculous. They do it, and it's amazing. The Japanese modelers will do it. But for all intents and purposes, it's unlightable. Also, the cost. I mean, this is still relatively in print. I think you can find these at local hobby stores and everything for retail price, sometimes cheaper when they have sales or on eBay. And then this conversion kit's 30 or 40, I believe, from StarCraft models, which you can still get also. So you got plenty of options here. There is an Aztec decal set that you can get on eBay. They still make that for the Nemesis version, so you can do that with the conversion kit and then Aztec it up as the Nemesis. I haven't seen a First Contact one in a while, which is one I would want for like this guy here. Speaking of things, decals, we didn't talk about the decals. Let's take a quick look at the destructions here. That's a really complicated assembly guide right there. I think I might have to consult the manufacturer for further information. Nice painting guide here, though. Gives Pantone colors and everything. I'd be interested to see if they had a source or if they're just kind of going by eye as far as the coloring. Obviously, they kind of have it as, you know, whole sections, not Aztec, but not too bad. And then decal guide, obviously, just blank on the back. And then finally the decals, which they're okay. They're okay. I mean, we do get Sovereign, which is pretty cool. Kind of crisp on those, but some of the other stuff, it's a little patchy, and I don't know if these are old decals or what. Like I said, I have no idea if anybody's ordering this kit anymore or what the deal is, but you can see we got some kind of print lines there. Usable in a pinch, but I don't know. Although I would probably like to make Sovereign. That'd be kind of fun. Unless I want to call this the Insurrection. You could do the Insurrection Enterprise-y, a straight one of these, maybe with a new deflector trench. You could do the First Contact, and then with the Nemesis parts, the Nemesis version, and have all three versions. Or then take it a step further, get the Nemesis parts and some sculpting and some masks, and do the post-Nemesis hypothetical version that was kind of designed. So good detailing, or good selection of decals as far as like what's included, but the print quality could be a little bit better, I think. No offense to them. Also, we do get all the escape pods and stuff, but I'm wondering how they will go over the raised detail. It's not too deep, but definitely if you ended up using those with the raised panels here, you would definitely need probably Solvaset or what's the other ones? Microsol, Microset. Your favorite decal solutions for that, probably. But one other thing. Oh, the one thing I did forget to mention that is nice on this too is you've got instead of them just being kind of lumps, you do have a little bit of detailing on the phaser strips. Whereas on this guy, actually, these are better. Never mind. I forgot that they had all the little grooves on them. So, yeah, it's kind of hit or miss, but overall, I'm looking forward to building it up. And I don't have to light it, which is great. So I can just, paint it up, do some decals or paint masks or whatever ends up happening. Oh, I guess on on Starship Modeler, they do have free downloadable decals, I believe, for this guy, Aztec decals, so you could download those and print them off yourself. Just look up Starship Modeler Decals and you should be able to find them. They have them for A, B, C, D, and no bloody A, B, C, or D, and a Venator Star Destroyer, Romulan Warbird. They got some great ones there. So I definitely check those out if you're needing some decals and have the ability to print them. Just get some decal paper and make sure it's for the right printer. But overall, cool ship. So we'll go ahead and do. I'll give it a little cleanup and slap it together, and we'll put them side by side and see what they look like. That'll be next. Okay, and we're back, and I've gone ahead and cleaned it up a little bit and slapped it together here for you. Hopefully it doesn't decide to saucer separate, detach the nacelles, or generally self-destruct, but detach the nacelles, not attach. Anyway. So, nice weight to it for whatever that's worth. The alignment there, here, you get out of here. Go over here. Alignment's not too bad. It might need a little very fine, maybe a little bit of adjustment, but overall not bad. I think it has a really nice look to it, nice and sharp. Pretty nifty looking model, especially for the age. Like I said, now you got the 3D printers, other kit makers, things like that, different CG models available out there that you can print yourself or modify or do whatever you want with. And we've got the AMT kit with the StarCraft conversion kit. So I mean, there's a lot of options out there, but if you are looking for an excuse not to light something and you have $90 to waste on a resin model and really want a really nice, sharp 1400 scale Enterprise-y model kit, I'd definitely recommend it. It's, like I said, for a very specific builder there when there are a lot of options available, but I'll definitely enjoy building it. I know since it's resin, and if I do Aztecing, masking, painting, it's definitely going to be got to make sure it's prepped fully because you don't want to put those masks on there and everything peels up. So making sure that it's nice and prepped and ready, the surface is prepped for paint, will be pretty crucial on this guy. If you're going to do Aztec decals, which I would assume probably the A Creation or the A Creation rip-off ones. I'm not really sure what those ones are on eBay. If you look up Enterprise-y Aztecs or Nemesis Aztecs, something like that on eBay, you'll be able to find them. I have a set of them. I just need to get them out, but I'm sure they should work. They might require a little bit of modification or trimming just to fit everything, because I'm assuming they're made for this guy, so I would assume there's probably some slight differences, but probably nothing too outrageous that you would come across. But I would assume they would work. So, like I said, you could definitely use those on there, which would be not too bad if you don't want to paint it. But I might give it a shot at some paint Aztecing anyway. But we'll see. Who knows? When it's one of those things where it'll go back in the box and I'll get to it one of these days. So, need a bigger viewing area here. It's probably about as good as it's going to get. So, I hope this was informative or mildly interesting. Just to take a look at kind of an older kit. Let's see if we can get them right neck and neck. See, the nacelles are just a little bit smaller. Whether that's just resin shrinkage or they were purposely designed that way would be a fact there. Not really a fact, a hypothesis. Not sure what else to say. Like I said, if you're I guess a good time to buy it. Sometimes Federation Models has a sale where they do like Christmas type sale, or maybe 4th of July, something like that. That would be a good time to pick this guy up if you are looking for it. I think they do like 15% off during those sales. So if this is something in your wheelhouse, that would be a good time to pick it up. But other than that, I'm not sure what else to say. There's probably a lot I should have said. Other people, even though I love the Enterprise E, I know there's people that are a lot bigger experts about it, much more expertise in it than I am, at least when it comes to the super specific minutia and detailing. But hopefully, like I said, this gives you a good overview, and if you're interested, changes your mind one way or the other on this kit, or doesn't, or whatever, now you have this information. So anyway, thank you all so much. And we'll be back another time with something else, either stuff being worked on, a build view thing, or another one of these things, you know, something like that. Anyway, take care, and keep on track and happy modeling.